Oh, sorry. I just realized the audio has been off. Um, hey guys. Hi everyone. I feel like it's been a while since I live streamed on YouTube, so I thought I'd just come by and say hi. Come by and say hi. um, thought I would say I can't talk this morning. It's way too early for me still. It's 10 a.m. But yeah, I just wanted to come by and say hi to you guys. Hello. See everyone. Hello, everyone. Good night from America. Yes, indeed. Thank you. It's one of my favorite shirts. I love all things mismatched and like not. It's not parallel, but like what's that? Crap. I forgot what the name of it is. Like identical. Like can anybody just tell me what the word I'm looking for is? Like when each side doesn't match or matches. Symmetrical. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that's the word I'm looking for. That is the word I'm looking for. Thank you. I love all things asymmetrical. So I love all things opposite of symmetrical, like so well, at least when it comes to outfits. So it's my look today. It's my favorite shirt. And also I love cozy turtlenecks. So it's just my favorite. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling great. I actually have been having a couple of rough few days, the last few days, just mentally and physically. Um, and I'm sure like everybody has those days, but the last few days have been especially difficult for me. So, I just really want to like make videos and make music and just like get on top of things, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. And yeah, it's rough when it happens. It's like my mind and my body is just not, you know, working for me. But I'm feeling a little better today. This morning, I feel like I can get some work done. I can do some stuff that I love to do. Um, so yeah, while I'm at it, I thought while my condition's like, really good, I'm feeling good. I wanted to come say hi to you guys because I want to show positivity. I want to make you guys smile. Brighten up your days a little. Just talk. So yeah, how are you guys? How are you all doing? How are you, my asymmetrical gang? Is it asymmetrical or asymmetrical? Huh, that's a mystery. Thank you for the cat. Thank you. That really does brighten up my day. It does make me really happy that cats exist and animals exist. Like animals just are such good friends. Just I love animals. Like even snakes and those kind of like, my mom's terrified. My mom's terrified of snakes. She literally like cringes and squishes like shuts her eyes whenever she sees a snake appear in the television or something. Uh but like even snakes and like, reptiles, even those kind of animals, I think they're pretty cool. Although I wouldn't want to get bitten by any one of them. And frogs, they creep me out a little bit as well. Uh and turtles, like turtles, have you seen turtles' tongue? They're like insanely human like. Like turtle tongue is so much like humans, but just smaller. So it kind of creeps me out whenever I see a turtle eating like a strawberry or like watermelon, watermelons, watermelons. Just creeps me out whenever their little tiny tongues come out, little tiny human tongues just like come out to slurp the juice out. Just kind of creeps me out. But anyway, I love animals. Some of them creep me out, but still pretty cute. Just the existence of animals, they brighten up my day. Watermelon. Those Vine days are missed greatly. I really miss Vine. I mean, I guess like TikTok's kind of replacing it, but You know, Vine was something else. It was something else, man. It was really something else. Watermelons. Wait, wait. I'm not streaming on Twitch as well, am I? Shit. Am I streaming on Twitch as well? Or like, at least you don't mean I'm like streaming simultaneously, right? I freaking don't know how the mechanics work with these things. But by the way, I do have started streaming on Twitch. Uh, I played I played a game called Stardew Valley for the first time yesterday. I think it was. Oh, actually, the day before yesterday. But yeah, Twitch has been fun. It's still really like chill, and there's not a lot of people hanging out as much as here on YouTube. But you know, it's pretty chill, pretty fun. But yeah, if you're on Twitch and if you like to watch streamers stream on Twitch and do random stuff, uh, come to my Twitch and follow me if you want. Link is in the description as well. Um, but hopefully I'm not streaming on this on Twitch as well at the same time. Just let actually, can somebody go over and check if I'm live on Twitch right now? Because I don't know if that's something that I want. Do I listen to BTS? Yes, I do. I mean, I think BTS, like, I watch more of their videos than like listen to their songs because their contents are so fun. Like I love their music. I love their like super K-pop stuff, but and I love their rap parts as well. Like the rappers are so cool. Like I have such huge admiration for rappers in general, but Korean rap is like something else. It just like really brings out the beauty of the language. But anyway, I love the rap parts in BTS songs, but more often I watch their videos than listen to their songs. Their videos are so fun to watch. I love them. I love a bunch of friends just hanging out, you know. I love watching a bunch of friends just having a good time and I don't know, eating random stuff or like talking about random stuff and just hanging out and freaking out over their Grammy nomination and it's just I think they're just so wholesome, I think. They're cool, I think. And I wish I could dance as well as they could. Like, you know. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I actually don't listen to K-pop as much as I used to as a kid. Only because I just grew up, you know, I was brought up listening to K-pop all the time. But then, like later on, when I started living in America for a few years, that's when I like uh, met like listened to Britney, discovered Britney Spears, and you know Bruno Mars, and you know all the Western pop music, and I kind of you know I kind of loved both of them, but over the years I started listening to more of the Western music more than like K-pop stuff. Having said that, I love like indie Korean music as well. I don't know too many bands, like to a point where I'm like, oh, I only, you know, I know all the unique like undiscovered indie bands in Korea, um, but I do love a good like kind of indie rock kind of song. There is a band called Channabi in Korea. They make this like really kind of nostalgic. Uh, like very retro synthy. It's hard to explain. It's hard to put words into what their style is like, but it's like very nostalgic, and I'm a sucker for nostalgic music. So, um, Channabi, it's Jannabi. I think that's the spelling. I'll try to write it out. I think that's it. But their music is amazing. I love them. Um, a little bit of Beatles, yes, I would say, but a lot more like synthy sounds added to it as well. a lot of acoustics as well. So I gotta blow my nose. And also, yes, I do. I keep mentioning this in stream whenever I have to like blow my nose and use the tissue. I use my toilet paper for pretty much anything, like everything, um, including blowing my nose and like wiping my mouth after, I don't know, eating yogurt or something or chocolate. I don't know. Daft Punk. I watched their retirement video, and uh it's funny, like that morning I watched the video like an hour after it came out, and like they didn't mention anything about the video being like their retirement announcement. So I was like, I watched the video and was like, oh, that's like super like ambiguous, and like I guess it's kind of Daft Punk to be like to for the video to be like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's like a nice like experimental film, I guess. And then like a few hours later, I realized that like that was the announcement for the retirement. I was like, oh shit. Um, I mean, like they've been active for so long, you know. I kind of wonder what the reason was, but you know, if the reason was just purely because they want to like take a break and just chill now, and I think I could totally get it. Like if you do one thing for like 40 years, then, or maybe it was like 25 years, but still, nonetheless, that's a still pretty long time. I feel like if you do one thing for like that amount of time, then, you know, you're, I can't imagine you being like, okay, gosh, okay, I think I can take a break from this now, and just chill. So yeah, I think it's cool. It's a little sad, you know, when a legendary band just kind of, you know, decides to move on to the next chapter. But you know, who knows? They might be back with some new style of music, maybe as solos or maybe not. But you know, I think it's you know, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I wonder what they're gonna do with all their helmets. They had a lot of like variations and versions, right? So I kind of want to try on one of them. I don't know, like you know, I wonder if they like have like they have like a specific room in their house where they store all their past helmets, like helmet dressing room, if you will. That'd be cool. That would be a bit of a scary room to be in, though, like a room full of helmets. But it'll be a pretty cool room to have. Swedish House Mafia. They split. I didn't know. I don't know anything about music industry news. I just don't watch any news, let alone music news. Um, but they're the ones who say like, don't you worry, my wife." No, it's not. That's not the lyrics. But it was like, don't you worry, no, no, there's none better man for you. Don't you worry, child. That was a good song. That was a good one. I am working on the little cover of Daft Punk. Um, I don't know, like that. I did start working on a cover like as soon as I heard uh the retirement news. But you know, like I said earlier, I've just been shit mentally and physically, so it's just been coming along a little bit slower. So I don't know if that's gonna count as like, you know, commemorating Daft Punk's retirement. I don't know if it's gonna count still as that. If it comes like in 2 weeks, if I'm like a month, if the cover comes out like a month after their retirement, I don't know if it's still gonna count as a commemoration cover, but you know, still I think it's like better late than never. So that's probably gonna come later on. Uh, um, I lived in Boston in America. I would love to visit the western side, and also explore a little more of the eastern and the central. I feel like the U.S. is such a big place that I haven't even even experienced even the tip of I haven't even experienced the full American experience. Like my time in Boston was just literally, oh, I'll just little have a little dab of pizza or just I don't know. I've lived in Boston, but it's not really. I don't feel like I've fully experienced the whole of American dream, if you will. But yeah, I'd love to go back and just explore more and you know. My gosh, I never even got to try all the great the great the great foods there. I've ever since I came back from the US, I saw so many Lad Bible videos or whatever, one of those Food Network channel videos that used to just float around everywhere on Facebook and YouTube, where it's short vertical videos of a girl going around with like three scoop of a tower of an ice cream cone, and visit all sorts of different foodist places all around America, and they would go to a cookie dough bar. It's just I used to watch all of these videos and man, I can't believe I didn't even get to experience any one of these kind of foods when I was in Boston. Pretty much 80% of the foods that I ate while I was living in Boston was just Korean food because that's literally what my mom cooked for me all the time. I don't mind Korean food though. Korean food's amazing. It's super good for you and healthy and nutritious and also delicious. It just takes a lot longer than I don't know, pasta to cook though. Most of the Korean dishes take a while to cook. Hi Jay. Sue, 한국어로 노래 내줄 계획 있어요? Jay just asked us if I have an intention. I have any plans to release songs in Korean? Yes. And actually, I've got a few songs that I've already worked on with Korean in it. It's a little surprise to come. I think it's just all about, the timing of it and when I'm gonna release it out to the world for you guys to listen. But yes, I will definitely try to be writing more songs in Korean and releasing more fun, diverse materials and music out there. It's super fun to sing in Korean. It's still a big challenge to write in Korean because I feel like I'm more in touch with expressing my feelings and emotions and experiences and stories in general in English than in Korean. But man, is it fun to record in Korean. It's such a pretty language. It just sounds so pretty. And it's a big fun to be recording and singing in Korean. So Korean pride, yes, Korean pride. I wish I could speak more languages so that I can sing in more languages and write more songs in different languages. I think it's really fun. That's why I had so much fun writing the thank you song, because that was the first time I ever got to use different languages in music. That was really fun. Why is it easier for me to express myself in English than Korean? I wonder why myself. Because it's weird because Korean's technically my first language. Korean's the first language that I ever started learning. Although I started learning English not long after I started picking up Korean as a baby. So I don't know. Maybe there was something in the language that, I don't know, got attached to my brain more easily than Korean. Or maybe that's the fact that I went to this English kindergarten place where they had all the foreign teachers speaking to you in English rather than in Korean. I don't know, maybe that was an early exposure to this like more American environment was what contributed to this, but I don't know. Or maybe it's just like I just never had any friends growing up in Korea, and it was only when I went to like America and England that I started to like really like blossom socially and had a lot of fun making friends and going out and you know going out to parties and stuff. So I don't know, maybe it was just more of a social side that opened me up to being more comfortable speaking English, maybe. But I don't know the exact reason why, actually. Um, but it has been fun the last uh, the last 20 minutes. I actually I wanna stay here for at least like 10 more minutes so that it's like half an hour at the very least. I'm gonna hang out more. Um, I'm glad that I decided to stream today because uh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, and you know I don't want to like. Not that I want to. I'm not ashamed to like. Not that I'm ashamed to show myself like at the most vulnerable. I don't want to be like sitting in front of the camera and just like crying and like stress eating. That's kind of like just induce more stress to you guys, and I don't want to like emanate any negativity out to the world. So I'm glad that I decided to come. Uh, if you were to learn a new language, what would you go for? I started. I uh I tried learning Mandarin for a good few months. And it was like it was good fun. I got to uh I bought textbooks and like was like really intensive like for good like 5 hours a day studying kind of thing for like a good 6 months. So Chinese Mandarin, I think that was like that is still very much one of my to do like wanting to like master a little like, get a little better at. Like after that 6 months I just kind of like fell out of it and like start to focus on other things, but I kind of wish I stuck to it and continued learning Mandarin. It was like good fun. It was good fun to learn it. It's such a fun language to like speak as well. It was like 我是韩国人，你在哪儿? I'm just blurting out random stuff that I can remember off the top of my head. 我在图书馆. It's like I just said I'm at the library. 你家人吗？你家人吗？我是的，我的家 nah, no, like that's you just witnessed 6 months of 6 months. That's 6 months of learning Chinese for me. I feel like I'm gonna like it's. I've forgotten a lot of the things that I memorized and learned, but I feel like I'm gonna have to like review stuff and like get back to it and kind of brush off the rusty bits a bit. But yeah, man, it's difficult to learn a new language. But Mandarin would be like so fun to pick back up on. And French sounds so nice. It's so sexy. French is such a sexy language. It's like uh, bonjour. Bonjour. I don't know why I was making that expression. That was not. I don't know why. Bonjour. French people don't have that face on when they say bonjour. When you say bonjour, and they're super cool and sexy when they say that. um, yeah, French is also difficult because I sit down. Wait, no, French is actually not that difficult for people who speak English because the grammatical order is the same, isn't it? But Korean is actually difficult. I mean, Mandarin, Chinese is really difficult for Korean speakers to learn because it's the opposite. The grammatical order is the opposite. So it's still like very difficult to learn any new language, nonetheless, you know? Je t'aime. What's the Korean dish you'd recommend everyone try? Oh, it's a rough one. It's a rough one because there's so many good dishes. I swear to God, it's like it makes me drool just by thinking about all the dishes. I would say my personal favorite dish is tteokbokki probably. That's my favorite dish. Tteokbokki. I'm gonna spell it out actually. Tteokbokki. I think that's pretty close. There's like different variations of way to spell it out in English, but if you Google that, that should like, you know, get out search like all enough search results to for you to get the idea of what the dish is like. But tteokbokki is like this uh this like I can't it's not stir fry because it's got plenty of like runny sauce, but it's like uh red paper red not paper they don't have paper, red pepper paste sauce, so it's like red, um and you put in like white rice cakes, um but not like rice cakes as in like crunchy rice cakes, but like actual like mochi like rice cakes, and you put like fish cakes in it, and you can spice it up. It's usually the rice cakes and the fish cakes that make up tteokbokki, but if you really want to spice it up, you can put in some spring onions and eggs, and you can throw in anything, and it'll make a tteokbokki just taste glorious. Tteokbokki is great, just great, and it's like a really cheap dish as well. You can get like a big dish, a big plate full of tteokbokki for I don't know, like I don't know, $2 if you go to like a cheap place. And they have this like really fancy way of eating tteokbokki where it's usually like pre-cooked and served as cooked, but sometimes you go to a restaurant like a tteokbokki restaurant and they would serve the whole dish as like raw, like put all the ingredients raw, but like serve it on like a mini stove for you to like cook right in front of you as you eat. Um, and in those kind of dishes, we call it chiksok tteokbokki, which means chiksok added in front of tteokbokki, which chiksok means like instant. I mean like right at the spot kind of thing. So it means literally like you get to cook and eat tteokbokki right at the spot. Uh, and usually in those type of settings, they add loads of different toppings. They add in like ramen. They add in like oh man, sausages. Oh man, it's great. It's great. It's great. Oh my gosh, tteokbokki. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Um, hello. 재민이한테 인사해 주세요. 안녕 재민. 안녕 재민. Have I been to Taiwan? Uh, I think so. It's so stupid of me, but I always get confused between Taiwan, Thailand, and Vietnam. Like I get so confused. Like cuz one of the reasons why is because I literally flunked every single geography class. I suck at geography. I don't know where anything is on the map. Um, but Taiwan, I I'm pretty sure I've been. Is that where Jiufun is? Where they have like little markets with red lights. I don't know if that was called Jiufun, but I remember I think Taiwan had a place where it was like they said it was like inspired. That's what inspired that place was what inspired Spirited Away's setting. Uh, okay, yes, okay, yes, okay. Then I have been to Taiwan and I loved it. I absolutely loved it there. I went there when it was summer though, so it was like boiling hot. But that's what convenience stores are for. Whenever I feel like I'm sweating a little too much, I would like stop by and go hop inside like a 24-hour open convenience store. And like convenience stores in Asia are the coolest, coldest place to be in summer. Keep that in mind if you ever like come travel to Japan or Korea or like Taiwan or like any other Asian places. Convenience store is the place to be if you're like about to die from heat in the summer. But like it's real cool in there. Um Sorry if I'm like making you guys hungry. I have not been to Mexico though. Mexico seems like a really cool place. I have not tried a lot of Mexican food in my life, but I am willing to try. I feel like I'm gonna love it. I feel like I'm gonna love Mexican food. Um, yeah, yeah. Bye, Harumi. Have fun eating. Eating is fun. All right, guys. 10 minutes have passed. I am gonna go and, cherish this little boost of condition that I'm experiencing and make some music, write some new music, edit some videos, do some stuff, some fun stuff to like put out for you guys to see and listen. But it was real cool talking with you guys. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me. Thanks. Love you guys. I really like you guys. Thank you and take it easy. Yeah, take it easy. Love you guys.